Okay, and the next tool that I'm going to introduce you to is Pipedream. Again, if I was going to be processing huge amounts of data, anything that Integromat was kind of too expensive for, this would probably be what I would go to. Again, I just want to make it completely clear. In 95% of cases, I use Integromat, but these are kind of like much more higher volume activity. But the one other great benefit of Pipedream is that you can actually run custom code on here. So you can, for example, write out a little script and yeah, and you can run like Node.js code. Again, all just hosted on their website. You can see they've got some pretty big names, some pretty big clients on there. Is this I would actually say is more flexible than Integromat. However, I just simply prefer the user experience of Integromat. This is the kind of more advanced workflows, and you will have to build out a lot more of like the automations yourself. But for me, like the user experience just isn't quite as good. But still a great tool nonetheless. Again, I would just use this if something's going to be like insanely expensive in Integromat, high volume data processing, that's not what Integromat was built for. In that case, I would look at building something in Pipedream. And just to kind of highlight you on the pricing as well, if that is like a big concern for you, Pipedream is much cheaper than Integromat. This is 50,000 credits per month, is $149. And in Pipedream's pricing, one credit means it doesn't charge you per step in the automation like Integromat does. One credit is going to give you 30 seconds of execution time, which depending on what you're doing, you could probably do about, I don't know, 30 to 40 steps in a workflow. So it does work out to be much cheaper than Integromat is. But quite simply, I just don't feel that the user experience is that good, but definitely a tool worth having on your radar, particularly with if you need more flexibility, or whatever else, if you really want to save money. Like I will teach the entire course on Integromat, but all of these tools are kind of doing the same job. It kind of just depends on your preference and your kind of requirements. Everything can just as easily be applied onto Pipedream as it can do on Integromat, as it can on Zapier, or on anything else, which is why I thought I would bring it to your attention.